What up? How's it going? So now we on the final episode of season 2, and I don't know where it's going because last episode seemed like it could have been a last episode with that sort of cliffhanger that they left. But I don't know how the queen's going to get out of this. If she does, the crown prince and them, they're running off. But now it's like, even if they run off, the zombies have just taken the land. Like, even if the people surrounding the palace, maybe, because they locked those doors, maybe they haven't been attacked yet. But imagine just the kingdom, the actual palace is just run by zombies. That would be very interesting. And I'm waiting to see. I'm ready to see how they handle this, man. Let's go. Episode 6, season 2, final episode of the season, Kingdom. So now we on that final episode of this season. Who knows how this is about to go? Look at this. She was willing to sacrifice herself and the baby just to not keep the throne. Like, because you're not keeping it, you're gonna be dead. It's just. Thank you. How'd you forget that?
저는 빼앗기지 않았습니다.
Oh! I was wondering if they were going to let it happen, and they did. Yeah, she better hold that baby tight like a football. Yo, they are finding very innovative ways to do this action. I like this, man.
모두 앞에도 저들을 다 처치할 수는 없습니다.
저들에게 쓸 것이 아니다. 우리가 미끼가 된다면 성공할 수도 있다.
Oh, draw them to the water. They're just gonna leak blood, I'm assuming. Dog, this is a great zombie show, dog. Holy shit. Oh! Yeah, it's too late, bro. Hey. Oh shit. Yo, every scene so far is crazy. Yo. Baby turned into a zombie, that'd be crazy.
이번엔 막을 것이다. 반드시 막아야만 한다.
Oh, it's ice. Okay. Oh shit, no. Oh.
지금이다! 쏴라!
And the ice. Yo. Oh! Dang, he tried to push the blade through. He mad tired. He couldn't get the... the crazy ass queen. Dang. Yo. This is such a dope ass scene, man, I swear. Dang. I will say, even if they survive, get the worms out, they all gonna be so beat up. Hopefully all their weight comes on it and hopefully all their weight makes it break. Oh, bye. That's gonna be dope. They all just wake up like, oh shit, what the
세자조화를 배웁니다. 저수지 안에 모든 시신들을 끌어낸 것이냐?
예. She's still around.
저하께서 사실이면 반드시 원자를 죽이셔야 합니다.
The politics never stop. He just got done doing all that. Thankless job.
물린 것은 맞지만 이 아이는 괴물이 아닙니다. 정말입니다. 이 아이는 역병에 걸리지 않았습니다. 중전마마와 원자마마에 대한 얘기입니다. 원자마마는
저에게 아들을
I guess kept him alive and made it seem like he actually is the prince. That's the surest way to protect the boy, I guess.
7년 전 역병으로 아버님도 어머님도 하나뿐인 형님도 승하하시고 두 분을 지키던 궁인들도 모두 죽었습니다. 그 누구도 그분들 얘기를 해주시지 않으시니 전 누구에게 물어야 합니까?
Where the hell did the crown prince go?
괴물에게 물린 손과 팔을 물에 넣었더니 벌레가 빠져나왔습니다. 이 아이는 역병에 걸리지 않았습니다.
안 됩니다. 원자는 적통을 이은 대군이고 전 아바마마를 참한
Oh goodness.
대역죄인 서자입니다.
Yeah, he'd be a hard sell to the people.
이 아이는 이 나라의 남은 마지막 희망입니다. 이 아이는 원자는 아바마마의 피를 이은 내 아우가 맞다. 끔찍한 역병의 아바마마도 내 어미라 칭했던 중공도 그리고 나도
역병은 생사초로 죽은 자를 되살리면서 생겨났습니다. 생사초에 낳은 충의 알이 천국을 조종하여 죽은 자를 되살리는데 병자에게 물렸어도 죽음에 이르기 전에 물에 들어가면 천국까지 가지 못한 벌레가 몸에서 빠져나와 역병에서 벗어나게 되며 또한 천국이 아직 온전히 발달하지 않은 갓난아기 역시 병자에게 물려도 병이 옮기지 않습니다. 분명 이 벌레는 찬성질을 좋아했는데 반대로 열을 가하자 더욱 폭주하며 전염이 시작됐습니다.
상주 땅 외에 다른 곳에서도
Oh
생사초가
shit.
자라고 있었습니다.
거기가 어딘가?
한 곳이 아닙니다.
생사초가 확실합니다.
They're just going around trying to eradicate it.
그것이 저희들이 심은 것이옵니다.
What? Why?
무슨 말이냐?
죽은 이를 살리는 불이라 하여 돈이 될까 싶어서 왔지만 아무도 믿어주지 않아 그냥 버려둔 것입니다.
생사초를 사용해 죽은 이를 살려내는 방법도 정확히 알고 있었습니다. 그 풀을 판 이가 글이 일러주었다 합니다. 저하께서 좌상대감께 이 사실을 알리라 절 보내셨습니다. 혹여라도 역병이 퍼지는 것을 대비해 이 책도 전해드리라 하셨고요.
Crazy, man. 7 years later, they still got to deal with this shit. Why did it have bells on its feet? Yeah, somebody's harnessing them now. Harnessing them now. Oh, his brain is developed. Who the hell is this? First, let me start by saying don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. If you are subscribed, make sure to hit the notification bell. Shout out to all the new viewers. Shout out to all the subscribers. Okay. I don't know who that woman was. That wasn't the queen. But yeah, man. That wasn't the queen. But that person clearly was harnessing the zombies. Knows how to utilize the resurrection plant. Selling it to people. And then like to have bells on the zombies is weird because it's like you want people to know that they're coming. You know what I mean? So it's like, is she playful? Is she playing a game? She looked like she a beast. She got that sword on the back. You know what I mean? And she's dressed like she didn't come to play no games. From the beginning of this episode, we're like, all hope is lost. What the hell is the physician with the queen behind her going to do? And what is the crown prince going to do with all the people around him? Yo, that was crazy, man. That was insane because when the crown prince's back is against the wall, he comes up with some of the best plans. So they were talking about, hey, just escaping to the rear garden. Okay, if I'm not mistaken, we had seen that garden before. I believe that's the garden where like I said, the chief state council, the chief state counselor and his daughter had spoken early on in the series. But that may have been a different one. But even so, once you saw the water, you're like, oh, okay. But I forgot what time of year it was that there was ice. Because I'm like, how are they going to do that, though? How are they going to get them into the water? You see them fire at the gazebo or whatever, and you're like, well, how are they going to get there? You realize, okay, there's ice. When they walk across the ice, I'm thinking, okay, it's simple enough. They're just going to break it. And then you realize, oh, no. They got to crack it. It's super thick, man. It's winter. Yo, that whole scene of them running around the roof, getting the zombies to track them with the blood. And every time they would say, like with the guy, he goes, hey, don't look down. And as soon as he said that, somebody looks down and they fall. People falling all over the place. Our main characters, though, made it. You even had the magistrate make it last, and he was like, huh, huh, huh. Now he's the chief second counselor of the whole country. And I always knew that he was going to rise up the ranks, right? We knew, you could kind of tell that's where it was heading for him. But for him to now be in charge and helping to make the country better, that's dope. That whole scene, I mean, when they're on that ice, the panic and everybody dying and getting eaten. The thing is, it was dope because they allowed everyone to die, basically, to get eaten. So if you were paying attention, you knew, okay, they're just going to fall in the water. They're going to come out. But even still, you're like, oh, shit, this is crazy. How they going, you know. But all the people who needed to survive. We had the tiger hunter. We had the crown prince. We had the magistrate. Someone I'm missing. Okay, also the physician. But there's someone else I'm missing. Why? I can't recall. But yeah, man, this is interesting. Excuse me. Because besides the crown prince, the crown prince and the tiger hunter, they're doing their own thing with the physician. You come to find out. They found out that there's still zombie outbreaks going all around. The resurrection plant could be found in different areas. And the way they do it is we see the chief second counselor now speaking to the tiger hunter, and they're talking, but the most important thing that you gain from it is that book, because she pretty much completes the task, or almost completes the task. We're like 95% of the way completing the task on the resurrection plan. I thought there's nothing else for us to figure out, right? She goes, the worms are found on the plant. we find out that they thrive in the cold, the zombies do, but the actual disease thrives in the heat in the summer. She's like, why is that if, like they don't like the heat? And also, when she said that, right when she said that, she showed them making the soup, right? Like, why were they thriving? The disease, the actual worms thrive in the heat, but the zombies, not so much. Yeah, man, she's so close, but it's still so much more, right, that we just didn't consider. But the thing she said that was interesting, when we see the Crown Prince talking to the physician and she's holding the baby and she's like, no, he doesn't have the disease. I dipped the parts that were bitten, I dipped it in the water. You thinking that's where it's at, but by the time she writes the book, you come to find out, nah, she's the worms don't attack the brain until it's developed. Now, here's the thing. They do a time skip and we go to 3 months. And in those 3 months, it seems, okay, they've cleared out all the zombies. Right, they cleared out all the zombies. Then we skip all the way 7 years and we see who people assume is the king now. But he's actually the bodyguard's son. And it's like, okay, of course he wants to know about everything. So they go back in time and we see that the Crown Prince is so honorable. He's like, listen, it's going to be a war fought over this, which it would be. And the thing is, it doesn't really matter how the people feel. People might support him, whatever. It matters how the nobility feel. And they all had allegiances because they were placed in power, basically, and they were well taken care of by the old chief state counselor, the queen's father. So that queen, for her to just give it up and be like, look, father, I did give up the throne. It was like, yo, she's insane. She even let the baby get eaten and everything. But the Crown Prince decides, hey, y'all don't really need me. I can go off and do my own thing. It would be wiser for him to do it. And here's once again where we get into that medieval sort of monarchy mindset. Because the Crown Prince vouched for the kid, saying, oh, no, this is my brother and he's the true heir of my father, people just had to let it ride. But he was like, in the annals of history, let them know that me, the queen, and my father all died in the plague outbreak or whatever. I'm like, okay, man, he's super honorable. But when it skipped to the 7 years later, I just didn't think. I was like, are they going to jump the shark? Like, how are they going to do this 7 years later? But no, now I'm really interested to see who this chick is and what it's all about. But on the same hand, we see the worm now, 7 years later, travel into the prince's head. I wonder how it's going to work, though. The reason I'm asking this is it different? Is it different for a little kid to get it like that than how everyone else got it? And also, what's going to happen to the throne now, right? Like, now this is pretty insane where it left off at, because now we know somebody is purposely trying to flood the country with it. And what I find interesting is early on, they were talking about the war with Japan, and now we have somebody coming from China who we don't know what her motivations are. I believe she's coming from China. I believe who they were talking about, that's her, right? Could be something different. Yeah, man. This was a hell of a season. This last episode, I mean, it was ridiculous. And once again, they found different ways because of the time period how to deal with the zombie action. And I liked it, man. At no point was I like, hey, man, this is bad or it's jumping the shark. I'll dead into it. I still want to see where it's going to go with the next season. Hey, man, next season.